that's wrapping you up and locking you up and making you immobile. You got to learn how to see the big picture here. The ecumenical councils were legally convened assemblies of ecclesiastical dignitaries. What kind of dignitaries did I just say? When I say ecclesiasticals, family, I mean church dignitaries, okay? And let me add this, so-called theological experts. For the purpose, it was convened for the purpose of discussing and regulating matters of church doctrine and discipline. Now, some deep stuff here, because these council meetings actually created what's called authoritative decrees. I mean, they actually passed so-called laws as to what is and what is not, what you are allowed to think and what you better not say. Let's look at this, the Council of Nicea. Three things I want to cover here today about that council. The cause of the council. Why was there a need to convene this council in the first place? Let's understand that. What was the decree that came out of the Council of Nicea? And what was the outcome of the council itself? All right, let's look closely at this. What caused the council meeting at Nicea? Well, to understand that, we have to go back to the first European pharaoh in history. His name was Ptolemy I Soter. I told you I was going to present some archaeological evidence. This is what you mean. This is what I mean when I say evidence that demands a verdict. This is not somebody that we just made up. Here's a coin that dates back to this man's administration. The first European pharaoh. He was the beginning of what is called the Ptolemaic dynasties of ancient Egypt. I take that back. There's no such thing as an ancient white person. Did y'all hear what I said? They ain't been around long enough to refer to them as ancient. Okay, so if they are doing anything, it's recent. It's Johnny come late. Here you have this man, Ptolemy I, also known as Soter. Now, write down the word Soter, S-O-T-E-R. Write that down. You can see the years of his life, 367 to 283 BCE, approximately in there. Whenever you see CA before dates, that means circa, it means approximate. Did you write down S-O-T-E-R? Now, after that, write in parentheses, just make parentheses, but you're going to continue the word. I-O-L-O-G-Y. What does it spell? Soteriology. Exactly. Who knows what soteriology is? The doctrine or the study of salvation. Right. You know why? Because the word soter means savior. You need to understand the historicity here. This man, when he became pharaoh in Egypt, he wanted the Egyptians to consecrate him as a god. Why? Not capital G-O-D, small G-O-D. Why was that? Because all of the pharaohs of Egypt were called gods with a small g. That's why they said Asa-Ra, a son of God. Every pharaoh was considered a god. Now, this European pharaoh comes in and he wants them to make him a god. But the Egyptians did not do that. The Egyptians said, no, you don't belong here in the first place. The only reason why you're on the throne is because it was taken by military force under Alexander the Greek. Not Alexander the Great. Alexander the Greek. Wasn't nothing great about him. Y'all following what I'm saying? Ptolemy I, Soter, was a good friend of Alexander. And that's how he ended up becoming the first European pharaoh of Kemet. Check out his boldness. He took upon himself the name Meriamun Setepenra. Sound familiar? Ursa Ma'at Setepenra Rametsu Meriamun. Mary means beloved or loved. Amen is God. So Meriamun means beloved or loved of God. Setepenra means chosen by God. He wasn't given this name. He took it upon himself. Well, he insisted that they make an image in his honor. Oh, shucks now. The Egyptians didn't want to do that, so he started putting them to death. So he found a group of sellout Egyptians, Melkite, Coptic Egyptians, and the city of Menepher, which is known today as Memphis. The priest at Memphis, which was also the capital back then, the priest at Memphis said, we'll consecrate you to the priesthood. Why did they sell out? Right, saved their behind. Exactly. Guess what? It still goes on today. So they sold out and they consecrated him to the office of Pharaoh, and they made an image. They made an image in honor of him, and this image is called Serapis. Y'all following me? Y'all sure? So you got to understand this. You can't share this with nobody else if you don't understand it. The worship of Serapis. You see, this dude, Ptolemy I, there it is. That's Serapis. The Egyptian version of Serapis, dating back to approximately 350 BCE. This is the image that they made in honor of Ptolemy I Soter. All right. Okay? What is Serapis? They took the name Osiris and combined it with the word Apis, which means the bull. Osiris. It became Serapis. Now here's the deep thing about it. Ptolemy I tried to incorporate the religion of the Greeks into Egypt by creating the worship of a new god. And this was that god in honor of him called Serapis. Now, it was really a composite deity, as you see here. Again, as I said, made up. It looked kind of dumb, don't it? But hey, you know, the Egyptians had to give him something to appease him. Okay? And as you see here, over here is the Greco-Roman version of Serapis, the painting. How do you know that's Serapis? By the cup on top of his head. Do y'all see it? Now, what year are we talking here? Greco-Roman, 135 BCE. So this can't be Jesus. If he had existed, it can't be Jesus. You follow what I'm saying? This is the image that the Greeks made the Africans worship. Yeah, buddy. In fact, to show you how deep this goes, there was a